And it reminded me of a story from when I was in the military. And we went to 29 Palms, California for a back-to-back CAC. So it was called a combined arms exercise. And we went for two of them, one right after the other with like a short break in between. It was in July and August of that year. Now, I was used to the heat by now, having gone through Parris Island in the summertime and then being up at Camp Lejeune, or Lejeune for you purists. And we get to leave my first year in this unit. Now it's my first unit out of school. And we go to 29 Palms. So we get off the plane at Palm Springs, and the air is dry. I'd never experienced it before. I grew up on the East Coast. And I'd never experienced dry air before. But it wasn't really hot, right? But they're like, oh, just wait till we get down to Stumps. And they were right. We opened up bus doors, and it was like an oven. It was like a blast furnace. We're like, what in the world? So, we get this, we start doing all of our training and stuff. And it was sometime in the first month that we were the first CACs we were there. We've been out, I don't know, like 4 or 5 days or whatever, running around in the vast wilderness training area of 29 Palms. If you don't know where that's at, that's in the northern Mojave Desert. And it is Satan's playground. That's the only way I can explain it. It's Satan. Somewhere there's a magic portal to hell, and all the heat and the misery just comes out in 29 Palms. So that's all I can explain it as. But anyway, I did learn that, strangely enough, I do appreciate the dry heat far more than I appreciate the East Coast swampy ass heat. But anyway, so we're out there, and we come back, we get our showers. Now, at 29 Palms, there used to be, I don't know what it's like now, a mobile flight line, which means you can move it, right? But it was kind of up the hill. And it was a long, gradual hill, but you could see it way up there. And we were way at the bottom, living in these metal A-frame hooches. And just what it sounded like, it looked like A's with doors. And I can't remember if we actually had doors that went on the doors. They're just hatches. But anyway, so we all got cleaned up, and we were putting, we had boots and utes, like our cami bottoms and our boots, and sweatshirts to go to the beer garden on the local radio station. At that time, all you had was AM, FM, guys. We had tuned into the FM to a local radio station in 29 Palms, California. And the DJ comes on, he says, "Is it cool 100 degrees and sunny, 29 Palms, California?" And we're like, what the hell you say? 100 degrees, and we're putting on sweatshirts because the beer tent. But those desert evenings, man, down 100 degrees, I felt good. So a couple weeks later, man, we were back out there training somewhere, and I was in a light armored unit, LEVs. And I think at that time we were still called LAI, light armored infantry. So we're out there, and one of the crewmen is standing on top of the turret in the LAV, and we see from like here up, it's getting wet. We're like, what's going on? She's like, pour your canteen on yourself. He's like, no, man, it's raining. We're like, yeah, no way it's raining. And we didn't believe him because we were still dry. It wasn't getting to us. Our canteens were sweating, which is a really bad sign out there when it's that hot and there's enough humidity to make your canteen sweat. But anyway, so a couple of us scrambled up on top of the turret at LAV, and sure enough, it was raining, but the rain was evaporating before it hit the ground. Yes, it was so dry and so hot. There was so much heat coming off the vehicles in the ground that the rain evaporated before it ever touched the desert floor. Yes.